SUNSHINE Live im Interview.
First of all, welcome A7S in Germany and here in our studio in Berlin.
Thank you so much.
Is it a whole German promotion tour at the moment, or why are you here?
Yesterday I was in London shooting a music video for my new single, Jumpstart.
I saw it. It's the setup is a little bit. It looked like a billiard or a gaming house, a casino, or what was it?
It's actually a sushi restaurant.
A sushi. Okay.
And the idea is for like the camera to go on a conveyor belt where they can have all the sushi go through the people, and then you follow different stories throughout the movie.
How do you find people who take part in the videos? Who did you have a casting, or is it friends, or how does stuff like that work? Preparing a video, are you a part of the creating process from idea to the video?
Yeah, so we get like a few different treatments with like the main idea, and then we pick the best one, me and the label and the management, and then we develop it together with the directors. And regarding the costs, to find them, like the directors are also finding those people, and then we pick together with the label and my management to decide who is right for what.
Do you enjoy being part of the videos, like being in front of the camera, like doing the actor and the musician in the same time?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, because for music, for me, is also visually, right? So I always need something visually to put to the music to make most sense.
I mean, all the big hits from the 2000s, you always have the video of it in
Yeah,
your
yeah,
mind. I mean, you only have to listen to the first notes of Behind Blue Eyes, and you have the video in your
yeah,
in
yeah.
your. Yeah, next time I think you should come back with Topic for a little studio session. By the way, I remember Topic told me when we were last spoken in February this year about his studio in Dubai.
Yeah.
And he even had just moved there, I think. And you worked a lot with him, not only on music, also on your bodies. He said, you because I asked
On
him
our
what,
bodies?
yeah, because I asked him, what are you? How is your day, your usual
Oh,
day in
yeah, yeah,
Dubai?
yeah.
Did you also move there, or did you just spend some time there with him? How is living in Dubai?
Yeah, I also moved there. I actually moved there a little bit before him, but we had the idea together because we were there writing some new tunes in Dubai, and then we just fell in love with the place and thought like, why not move here? So yeah, it's amazing. For me, as like have a Swede being used to all the darkness, it's nice to have a little bit of sun, especially this time of year.
You can produce together, but have you also already played a set B2B? Are you a guy for B2Bs? Because DJs are very different there. Some DJs like B2B, some others, no, they interrupt my set.
I mean, I like it, but usually, like when I do my own shows, I DJ and sing. And when I'm playing something with topic, I only sing. And I think that mix is the best. I would be down for a back to back as well. We didn't do it yet, but yeah, I like that too.
So you started as a singer. How did it happen that you end up as a producer? Because you make so many collaborations. Are you also always the voice in your vocals?
Yeah, it's usually always my voice in the vocals. I mean, I started already when I was 19, making records for other people, producing other records, writing other records. So I've been in the industry for quite some time. I feel like a veteran in some way. So I mean, the development from going from just like being a writer and a voice to being an artist, producing and doing shows has been kind of like gradually. Yeah, it's been how can I say it? Kind of a natural path for me.
Your latest release came out a few weeks ago, Jumpstart. Before this one, you released more collaborations. You did a lot of collaborations.
Yeah.
How do you decide which production you release on your own as a collaboration, or if you make a track specifically for other artists? Is the decision first and then you make the track, or the track first and then you decide?
Oh, that's a good question. I think it's different every time. I I tend to not go into the studio with expectations. I just want to go in there with kind of like a clean slate and a clean mind and just do something, and then what is gonna be kind of. Sometimes it's for me, sometimes it's for someone else, but I kind of hear quickly after I made it if it's for me or not.
is it like I mean, production and playing a DJ set is very different. Like, are you playing different than you produce, or do you when you DJ you also play what you produce?
Um, Both. I try to mix it up a little bit, but I'm playing kind of hard. I'm also releasing club records. So I love to mix between playing hard and having a song that everyone knows. So like making my own mashups where everyone can sing along, but then still have, a very energetic, powerful drop into that.
Why did you decide, like after Jumpstart was done, that it's an A7S only song?
That's a good question. I don't know, it just felt right. Um, I can't describe why or why not, but it just felt like a new step for me a little bit. I mean, it's still EDM and it's still dance, but this also felt a little bit new from the older records that I ever released, and a little bit more like pop, kind of like a '80s little bit vibe in it. And I wanted to try that route and see how it would go.
So you're originally, hard word for a German, you're actually from Sweden.
Yeah.
How did your passion for electronic? Because I always compare electronic music with your first coffee. In the beginning, disgusting, and then you're addicted. So it's then it becomes the elixir of life for many. Did you end up loving electronic music through a raver scene out of a club, or was it a producer or a track that influenced you?
I mean, I talked with Amina and Adam from my management and label yesterday, actually about this. Like when I grew up, I I was like 17, 18 in the like kind of prime era of Swedish EDM, and like the serotonin you would get when you had like listening to Reload from Sebastian Ingrosso, or One from Swedish House Mafia, or Avicii. Like all of those tracks were released at that time, and I think just like it kind of made the perfect solution for me to fall in love with it. Um,
I think it's a healthier way than falling in love with it out of a club, deciding becoming a DJ because the clubs are so nice is very dangerous.
yeah. Yeah.
Are you only yeah in electronic music as a producer and DJ, or also in your private life as a raver?
I'm more was as a raver, because it's like it's tricky when it's also my job and I'm going to so many festivals. It's like because it kind of gets more into the work world. But I definitely still enjoy to go and see, like, go on festivals and go on a rave here and there to this day as well.
What was your last private festival as a participant and not as a DJ, or
Oof,
where you even ended up partying there and played?
tricky. I mean, most of the shows this summer actually. Like when I was done with my set, I went partying afterwards. So I kind of
We waited for it so long.
yeah, yeah, all of them. I really enjoyed RMF Somni in Portugal where I played, and was watching Brennan Hart afterwards. And I had my manager there, who's also my best friend, and he loves it. And we were just like standing in the audience to Brennan Hart, listening to hard style, pumping it. That was
Yeah.
kind of nice.
How is that? Because I mean, I had it with a DJ named Nelix, who really felt depressed after big performances. And you just mentioned your tour manager, who is your friend.
Yeah.
Did you first make experiences of being alone on the big stages, and afterwards also alone, and then you ended up having a friend as a tour manager, or do you have a whole entourage coming with you to not fall into the hole after the high?
Yeah, I try to bring as many friends as I can, and people that I love. Um, and I think that was like my whole plan from the beginning. To when I was gonna do shows, I also wanted my friend as a tour manager, because I know, like, I've been touring as well since I was 19 with other people, and exactly what you're describing. I know that feeling when you've been like you've got that high and the adrenaline rush, and then you're like sitting in the hotel room and like, okay, what now? So that was really important for me, and I think that's a huge part why I'm able to do more shows and be able to tour.
Yeah, how was a year? I mean, actually, I'm over this Corona question, but you just told me that the year was very packed.
Yeah.
Was it a little bit for me? Some parts of the year were a little bit too overwhelming, too much fear of missing out. Like
Yeah.
in the beginning, the big joy, and then wow, guys, I don't even know when my next free weekend is because every weekend is full of any events. Could you enjoy it until the end,
Uh,
until today?
I mean, I think Corona made you stop and think a little bit, but you definitely missed it. I mean, the crazy thing for me was that both like Breaking Me and Your Love 9 p.m. was released during COVID, so I didn't really have the chance to go like on a full tour until 2 years after those songs was world hits.
Oh, do you
Which
remember the first time playing "Breaking Me" on a set?
um yeah, I did. I think it was actually like for a full audience. I think it was when me and Toby were at Nameless Festival in Italy, which was insane. Just like hearing the crowd screaming the lyrics from going 2 years and just thinking how it would be. It was amazing.
You produce a lot. Is there a production you're most proud of, and a production you say, "Oh no, please don't know that it's from me," like a little hate track and a loving track, or is it like with kids you cannot name a favorite kid? But
um,
actually, every parent has a favorite kid.
yeah, you're right. I mean, a favorite track for me is still "Why Do You Lie to Me," the me and Toby did with Lil Baby. I feel that record, I don't get really tired of it myself. I still love to this day to just put it on and listen to it. Um, and the track, I don't know if I want to say this, but me and Topic actually made the record together. That's called "The Less I Know," which I put up under my real name, which was like the biggest flops of both of our careers. So that's how we started our journey together.
I mean,
Uh,
your favorite production is with him and the
and the
least.
worst. Yeah,
I
of
mean,
course.
that's
Yeah.
so the balance is back. Um, uh, Now, let's come to the mixed mission. I already told you the mixed mission is every year a huge thing for Sunshine Live, and the listeners are waiting for it the entire year.
Yeah.
Whole festival last year we had 280 hours packed with 250 DJ sets. That was insane.
Crazy.
This year we hope we're gonna have a little bit more live sessions because of the pandemic is over. Um, how do you like are your DJ sets because we already have it? Are they different if you play on the stage or for the radio?
Yeah, they're a little bit different, I
What
would say.
what can we expect from your mixed mission set? Do you know which we have?
Yeah, I do. I mean, it's different from when I'm playing live. There's a few of the records in there that I'm also playing live. Um, I try to make the records in the radio with songs that I would want to hear on the radio myself. And when I'm doing live sets, it's kind of a different experience for me because then you also have the visual part of it. Uh, you have all the people there. It's like a kind of a different story that you're building. So I try to keep them apart.
Are you open to play a live set, or are you? Because I also understand DJs, even DJs from the older generation, who say like, actually, I started to play for the crowd. I cannot do a studio session. Sorry, because that's not what electronic music is for me. Are you open-minded to play a B2B with Topic one day here?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I just love to play records. Of course, it's always much more fun with an audience, but it's just fun to spin some records. So.
Believe me, we always make us here a nice evening. It's always fun.
Yeah, yeah. We make
Um,
the party here.
there are also areas the camera don't see. Um, and now we are at Mixed Mission, so it's Christmas time. Are you a Christmas person or a Grinch? And what's the plan for New Year's Eve?
I mean, I'm kind of a Christmas person, I would say. I love the coziness of just being home with the family, grandma, sitting there drinking some glögg, as we say in Swedish.
What's
Peppar
a glück?
glögg is
Is it Glühwein just?
yeah, I think it's glühwein, yeah. And then pepparkakor, you know what that is?
Absolutely not.
Pepparkakor is like cinnamon cakes,
Ah, yeah,
something.
it's like Spekulatius in German, I
Yeah,
think.
probably.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I enjoy it. So I'm gonna go to Sweden for Christmas, spending time with family. Because I move in Dubai, it's every chance I can to meet them and hang with them. I'll take it.
How is it with the sun in Sweden then?
There is no sun in Sweden on this time of year. Like if you're lucky, you can have one or two of those amazing winter days, but the rest is kind of dark, I would say.
So, are there any plans for New Year's Eve and for the start into the year?
No plans yet. I'm keeping it kind of open. Maybe I'll do a show. Maybe I'll spend New Year's with some friends. I'll keep it open for now.
I wish you all the best for next year.
Thank you,
for
Nico.
sure.
Thank you.
Sunshine Live. Auf DAB+, im Netz auf sunshine-live.de und in der App.
Electronic Music Radio. Sunshine Live.